Hey, what's going on, everyone? This video we're looking at the NASCAR All Star race for tomorrow evening. It is starting at 8:30. We have most of the drivers set for this field. We're still waiting on 4 spots, which will be determined tomorrow, I think, like right before this race, as there's supposed to be like the open race um, at 7 tomorrow. So that's why there's a bunch of questionable players. They will be spot 16 to 19, and the fan vote will be spot number 20. But thought I might as well just go ahead and give you my thoughts on the drivers that I like a lot, the ones that we know are starting in this video. So let's get started. As always, appreciate to hit the like on the video and subscribe if you have not already. Let's try to get 100 plus likes on the video if we can. You can also hit the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever I post. And let's get started here by looking at Bristol and the drivers that have had a lot of success at Bristol. So this is at Bristol, tomorrow's race. There's been 7 races since February of 2017. Guess we'll sort by average driver rating first, and we have everybody's favorite driver, Kyle Busch, coming in as the leader of this field by 6 points, 107.6. I could not have said that any more sarcastically, as he has been everybody's kryptonite this year, as he has been awful. Last week, thought we could trust him at the pole in Kentucky, where he's done great, and he only had the lead for 10 laps before he let Eric Almirola lead for over 120, and he ended up crashing himself into the wall, and then he finished like in the 20s. So Kyle Busch has been incredibly frustrating this year, but the numbers at Bristol have been great. 3 wins out of the 7 races, 5 top fives. So if you want to play Kyle Busch, you can. I don't know if I will be able to trust him again. Joey Logano right below him, 101.3. He's done well here as well with the 3 top fives. Denny Hamlin's done well. Jimmy Johnson's done well. And all 3 of Logano, Hamlin, and Jimmy Johnson, if you look at Draftkings, they're all starting pretty far back. Hamlin is starting 15th. Johnson is starting 14th. Logano is starting 12th. So I think all of those 3 of those drivers can probably move up. Like, all these drivers in here, there's going to be 20 drivers, and they're all very good. So I don't know how many spots you guys are going to be able to move up a lot, but I could feel confident they will be able to get into the top 10, maybe the top 5. Also have Chase Elliott starting back too, and he looks good here. Boyer, I think he is. There's a questionable mark on Draftkings, but Fanduel has him starting second, I believe. So I think, or that's Bowman starting second. So maybe Boyer will be in the field. He's done well. Then you have Blaney, 2 did not finishes out of 7 races, but still a respectable driver rating at 94. And then you have Eric Jones. Some of the top drivers that have had some struggles here have been Kevin Harvick, just 1 top 5 out of the last 7 races. Martin Truex starting at the pole with no top 5s at 7 races. Keselowski does have a win, but only 2 top 5s. And that's pretty much it out of the top guys. If you want to sort by average finish, you have Boyer potentially in the field leading the way, but really it's Jimmy Johnson that we know is starting. Kenseth in only 3 races, Bell only 1 race, don't really count too much. Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Logano, Ryan Newman is also in here. No top 5s, but 3 top 10s, and average finish of 11th is pretty good. And then you have Harvick and Elliott and Jones. So going on to the pricing on DraftKings, I think I will probably feel pretty good about starting my lineup with Denny Hamlin starting 15th. He is at 10-1. I definitely like him a little bit more than Harvick. You're going to need Harvick to do well, like get into the top 3, top 2 maybe. But I think Hamlin can potentially move up 10 plus spots here if he gets into the top 5, which he has done a lot at this track, and he's done well. He's done a lot better than Harvick, who struggled here recently. But definitely like Hamlin at 10-1. Jimmy Johnson is probably the second guy that I like a lot at 8,800. He looked great last week, and then it was unfortunate with like few laps to go, maybe like 15 or 20 laps. Brady Keselowski and him got into it. Well, Keselowski was trying to get around him, and Jimmy Johnson moved a little bit too late, and then he got spun out. So that was unfortunate because he was looking at a top 5 hands down, and then he had to finish 18th. But I definitely like Jimmy Johnson. He's done well here, starting 14th. Him and Hamlin, I think, can move up a lot. Uh, I don't really have interest in Truex. He has struggled here, and I don't feel comfortable about with him starting at the pole. Just one of those tracks that he hasn't done well at. I like Blaney quite a bit, starting 3rd. I think he could lead some laps here. And then you have Eric Jones starting 16th at 7,200. He's probably another guy that I like a lot, just because I feel like he can move up a lot as well. And then those three spots that are left, you could look at maybe Alex Bowman if you want. He's only 6,300, but it's going to be tough. He's going to have to hold off a lot of top end drivers that are going to be gunning for him, and trying to move up, which I think they will. Kyle Busch is going to be the question mark starting 10th. I probably won't get to him in my one lineup because I can't trust him. And I think if you want to, you could look at like Kurt Busch starting 7th if you want as a potential guy that can lead a bunch of laps here. Yeah, Blaney starting third at 8,000, who I think can easily get past Truex and get past Bowman and lead some laps here. So he also looks to be like a pretty good option. But right now, I feel great about going with Hamlin, Johnson, and Jones, and then maybe we'll get like somebody cheap that we can go to that's gonna be in the open race, and they get spot 6, they get spots 17 to 19. But that's the three drivers that I would like a lot on DraftKings. I like the pricing, I like the places that they're starting, and I like their ability to move up at least five, probably at least 5 to like 10 spots for most of the drivers there. And we'll quickly touch on Fanduel as well. Okay, for Fanduel, the pricing is similar for some spots. Harvick is the most expensive driver at 13.5, followed by Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Keselowski. I think on FanDuel I'll probably start with Joey Logano starting 12th. He's done great at Bristol. If you look at the finishes for him, top fives, three top fives, average finish of 7th, best finish of 3rd, a 101 driver rating. Yeah, I'll definitely have a lot of interest in Joey Logano for the All Star race tomorrow. And then I like Jimmy Johnson is probably like I don't want to say a must play because nobody can be a must in NASCAR if they crash, but if I make 100 lineups, he would be in like 80 of them, maybe even all 100. If you want to take a stand, he's only 7,000 on FanDuel. That's ridiculous. Like I would 100% want to play Jimmy Johnson before I played Alex Bowman starting second, Kenseth at 6,000, even Kurt Busch. I would play Jimmy Johnson over them. And then I would probably go back to Eric Jones at 9,000, who I like a lot tomorrow. So those three I like a lot on FanDuel. Leaves you with still 11.5 to pay up for another expensive driver if you want. But that's all for the All Star race that I got tomorrow. Keep in mind, there's still going to be 4 more drivers that you can potentially play. It'll be interesting to see who gets a chance to compete tomorrow at the All Star race because it will be interesting to see where all these top drivers end up. But that's all for the video. Thank you for watching. You can drop a like if you enjoyed, and good luck tomorrow.